The Halloween update is finally here. From pumpkins and candles everywhere, to red trees, a dark spooky atmosphere, 4v4 driftplex, and of course, an entire load of new cosmetics. There is so much to unpack in this video, so stick around because I'm going to be showing you everything in Orion Drift's first ever Halloween update. Here we are, the new Halloween update, finally here. Yo, this looks so clean, man. The pumpkins everywhere. Got the candle. This looks sick too. Look at that green globe, dude. Oh my god, I just realized the skybox. Yo, wow. So far, everything was beautiful, but I had barely even scratched the surface of how much there was to this update. Okay, we got a little bit of hologram action. Okay, a little bit of hologram. Everything looks so much darker. It's so much spookier. Oh look, circuit launch, it's red. All the trees are red too. Yo, a lot of this update is just graphics updates, but to be honest with you, I don't mind. This looks sick. That being said, spooky supplies is a lot different though. Look at that. Also, yeah, on the close left, the VRMR comp paddles here too. This is sick. I love that. Yeah, and this is the brand new spooky supplies. Here's the full new revamp. The Halloween update for Sparks was insane, and in my opinion, the best revamp they've ever had. The cosmetics also looked insane, so I had to check them out. Here's the Blood Bite bundle. I love this black and red color. This is sick. The black and red looks really cool. A little Dracula mask, the cape. The Blood Bite arms and shoulders look really cool. I love these. I like the little spiky in the red. That's really nice. Kitty! Yo! I forgot about this. Oh man, the cat ears are here to stay. Optics, okay, optics. Don't worry, I'm gonna showcase all these in a second. A bunch of new patterns. Now this is the interesting thing about a couple of the new patterns in this update. A lot of these are luminescent. As you can see right now, this is like a glowy blue. This one's got like a nice glowy like orangey yellow, I think it is. I'm colorblind, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh my god, I forgot about this. The 6-7 pattern. Event Horizon, this is a really nice pattern in color here. Luminescent green on the black and white, looks super sick. And the black and red might go. Another new bundle, Sanskrit, a whole like mummy theme. All the cosmetics split up over here, looks really clean. The Scale.exe bundle, this is the main bundle, you know what I mean? This is the one you get for like 25-30 bucks and it gives you 10k Driftium along with all the cosmetics here. This is your main bundle that everyone's probably going to be getting. Another bundle here, this is the final one. This is the Hollow Frame bundle. It looks really clean. This is the pumpkin horn cosmetics, very nice. Hockey mask, Jason Voorhees, I think that is. Am I slow? Wait. Gandalf hat and beard. Plague Doctor, this is really clean. I like this a lot. And the monkey. Gotta get Gorilla Tag in this or no. Gotta get the monkey theme in this or no. Nothing changed with the foam hands, but there are a bunch of these new little like bobblehead things. Little bat, little pumpkin, little eyeball. I do like the pumpkin. I don't know about the other two. I don't think anyone actually wears these, now that I think about it. I've never seen anyone wear these, ever. Free items? It doesn't actually show me what this is. No, so I can't remember what that is, actually. All the art is really sick too, I'm not gonna lie. All this lore stuff here. You guys can pause this and read this if you want. I'm not much of a reading guy. Feel free to pause right here and take a look at all the art and at all the lore on the screen. Fair warning, the next part of this video is me going through every single cosmetic in this update. So if you would rather not watch me sit here and try on hats for maybe about 5 minutes, then feel free to skip to this timestamp on screen. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try on all the new cosmetics and show you exactly what they look like. All these antennas, like, here are the antennas. They're pretty nice. Little eyeball here too with a little pumpkin as well. I love this monkey hat already. This is so nice. Look at this. The Plague Doctor one doesn't even look, this doesn't even look bad, honestly. I thought it would look kind of ugly. Blood Bite, this is also kind of clean. I mean, the side profile is kind of crazy actually, but Cinder Crown. I love this one so far. This is one of my personal favorites, I think. Hack Trick. Oh, I love the name. Yeah, it's definitely a hockey mask then, yeah. This is so nice. What else have we got? Face beard, Gandalf beard and hat. I'm gonna get called an uncle by so many of you, dude. I'm not even that old. And this is the Sanskrit mummy. I do really like this one. This is really clean. Looks like a hood. And finally not finally, my bad. Scale.exe, the skull mask. This is quite cool. Okay, I'm gonna choose one hat to rock throughout the rest of the video, and that is gonna be this Cinder Crown. This Cinder Crown looks so nice. I'm sorry, I have to wear this. Shoulders. I'm not a big fan of shoulders. I probably won't wear any, but let's take a look. Blood Bite. These are the hollow frame ones. Quite chunky, quite nice. Sanskrit. A little bit of yellow on them. This is not changeable. Scale.exe. Like the crossbones on them. I'm gonna take off these shoulders. I'm not a huge fan of them. Back cosmetics. Here we go. I'm gonna take off the mic for now and scroll through them. This is the Blood Bite cape, pretty snazzy. The hollow frame cape, this is also quite nice. Sanskrit, this is the mummy sort of thing. I have no idea what it's supposed to be. There you go. Spinal Serve, this is one of the animated horrible ones. You heard that, right? That shit was tough. It's cool. It's got cool sound effects. It was nice. Spookity! I don't think there's gonna be anyone in the game not wearing this. I love the cat. I love the cat so much. I love this little kitty. Look at him. Look at him. Wait, get my fucking big ass head out of the way. Look at that. Little kitty. And the VR Morcom paddle. This looks really nice. Okay, so look at our arms here. Blood bite arms here. These look quite cool. Hollow frame, a little bit of spiky action going on there. Sandscript, a little bit yellow. Scale.exe, more crossbones. These are really cool. Again, I'm not a huge fan of arms. I might just keep them off for now. This is where the fun stuff happens, okay? Colors and patterns. Here we go. The 67. Oh, the set. I mean, right. Let me clear something up. They didn't add a 6-7 pattern and color in game. It's labeled 76. But they knew what they were doing. Come on, this is a 6-7 color and pattern. 6-7 color. It's a purple and gray with a purple sort of emissive crimson lace. Look at that. Red eyes look so tough with this, dude. Event Horizon. This is green eyes. So this is green luminescent, black and white color. Very, very nice. Dusk glyph, like a sandy bluey color. Honestly, quite clean. Yellow eyes too. The Scale.exe, which is a emissive green with like white and like dark grayish. Skeletrace, which is more of like a beige with the same sort of colored eyes. Venomatrix, this is also like the 6-7 color. It's purpley gray with that purple emissive. And finally we have Witherwood, which is dark blue eyes with the dark blue and gray sort of color scheme. Is the cat... Oh, the cat purrs? Wait, since when? What? The cat purrs. That's so cool. Now for this next part, I'm going to show you the patterns. Some of these patterns are emissive, remember that. We're going to go with the crimson lace color. This is the black and red. I think this is going to look sick with some of the patterns. Here we go. Pattern number 1, 6-7. Oh my god. It is actually just 6-7. Holy shit. Crimson lace. This is really nice. This is really clean. This is the bats. Black and red. Dusk glyph. Not a fan of this one. Just a bunch of logos everywhere. Event Horizon. Here we go. Look at the red eyes on the cat. Wait, that's tough. Oh, I just dropped my controller. Oh, look at the red eyes. That's so nice. Skeletrace. Holy shit. This actually looks sick. This might be a bit too much. I think this looks cool. The Venomatrix pattern. This is also another glowing emissive one here. Very, very clean. And the final emissive one we have is Witherwood. This is a personal favorite. I love this. Come on. You can't tell me this doesn't look fucking fire. Come on. But like I said earlier, a lot of the colors now have a third tertiary color, which is going to be what the emissive patterns glow as. So I'm going to move back to the stealth color. I'm going to go back to the black because the blue one here looks quite nice. I quite like this. Let's take a look at some of the new optics. We have our blood bite eyes, inverted colors. These look really nice. Our cyclops eyes, or eye, sorry. Hollow frame. These ones occasionally move left and right, I think. There you go. Plus eyes. I know there's a TikToker who made a video about these plus eyes. I'll put him on screen. I forgot his name. Sandscript. I'm not a big fan of these ones. I think it looks a bit silly. Scale.exe. These only really work well with the skeleton helmet. I am going to stick with these optics though. I love these. Oh, wait, I forgot about a head. Okay, there's also this pumpkin head. I don't think anyone's going to wear this. This looks kind of silly in my opinion. But okay, and as for all the badges, there's just a bunch of like, I believe the badges here is what are the free items are going to be. These are all like the hollow frame, the Sandscript, like logos and icons. That's what that's going to be. There's one item that I haven't actually showed you yet, and this is the Orion Edge. And this is, for those of you who had closed early access, you know this is also known as the pickleball paddle. This is an extremely rare cosmetic, and you may have noticed it actually isn't in Spark supplies right now, and that's because the pickleball paddle is actually hidden somewhere else in the map, but it's not in Sparks. It's hidden somewhere else. The next stop for the update was something that I was personally extremely excited for, the 4v4 Driftplex. But it wasn't exactly what I was expecting. This is one that I am personally very, very happy about this one being a competitive player. 4v4 Driftplex. Now I know, listen, I've already seen this, but one thing that I don't like about the 4v4 Driftplex, they've actually shrunk the arenas. If you see here, if you're a 4v4 competitive player, you can probably already tell this doesn't look right. The roof is a lot lower down. All the blocks here are also just a lot smaller. You can already see this doesn't look right whatsoever. The boost pads aren't even positioned properly. What the hell? The goals also look really odd. They look like little cubbies, little hobbit holes. So these aren't exactly like the 4v4 arenas, but the Driftplex has been replaced with the 4v4 Driftplex, so there's only going to be 4v4, I guess, ranked now maybe. For the next part of this video, I checked out the club district and the parkour district, but to be honest with you, there wasn't an awful lot to talk about. Let's take a look at the club district. Red trees everywhere, literally everywhere. They have added tennis courts though, for when you get the spinal serve, you can play tennis here. This is quite nice. They've also replaced the whole lake here with a blood lake. This is really nice. They haven't really added much else, to the club or anything else really apart from the cosmetics though. That's the only thing I'm not a big fan of this update. The parkour district hasn't really changed either. I believe there's a little bit of graffiti on the wall, but that's about it. The only thing they've really done to parkour is revamp underskate a lot, as you can see here. I don't really play a lot of parkour, so I haven't seen the before and after, but it looks really clean. They've made Capture the Beacon actually playable now. Maybe people will actually start playing this game again. Oh god, I haven't seen this before. Are we getting Orion Drift lore? What is this? It was at this point in my recording that I'd realized there wasn't actually a lot else to talk about. To be honest, I think that's... Is that already it? Wait. Yeah, while I was recording, this kind of surprised me too. So I'm topping off this video with my overall judgment of the update, along with some extra things I had to get off my chest about the state of Orion Drift's content creation. Now that I've actually gone through the whole update, and I've given my opinions on a bunch of the cosmetics and said how cool they are, and I've given a bunch of compliments about the skybox and all the new textures and everything, I know for a fact there's a couple of things that you guys won't be happy about. The first thing being the price of the cosmetics. Me personally, I do think that these cosmetics are just like Gorilla Tag. This is really overpriced. It is very pricey. However, I do also agree that I think these cosmetics this time around at least are really worth the money. This is arguably Orion Drift's best cosmetic update yet. I think a lot of these cosmetics are really professionally designed. I do think that a few of them look a lot better than others, but I do think that all of them overall, this is a great update for cosmetics. The cosmetics is the main highlight of this update. Let's be real for a sec. The skybox is really pretty, don't get me wrong, the colors look so nice. It does fit the Halloween theme, and I think the entire update is really aesthetically beautiful. But as soon as you leave Sparks, and as soon as you leave this area, apart from the 4v4 Driftplex, there's nothing really else. Apart from the Driftplex being turned into 4v4 arenas, there's not much else to talk about. With that being said about the cosmetics, I do want to talk about the state of Orion Drift content. Me now being a shooting star is great and all, but I'm finding it quite difficult to find consistent content I can talk about and create for you guys. For example, with this update, the only thing I can really talk about is the skybox, the cosmetics, and the red trees. I understand that Another Axiom have to create their money one way or another, and making a whole bunch of cosmetics for people to buy, making them a bit pricey is a great way to do that. But I do still think, being a content creator, I do feel for a lot of the smaller content creators, this game hasn't got an awful lot to go off of in terms of creating original content or finding something popular that people are sort of catching on to. I love Orion Drift, I love this update, I love all the past updates, but I do think that we need a little bit more than just cosmetics in the future. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that. For example, when was the last Clubhouse update we had? They've added a couple tennis courts, added a blood lake in this update, but apart from that, there's not much there either. Parkour's had a full revamp in the past when they've revamped Underskate for this update. You see what I mean though? And so with that being said, I do want to say this. If you are a smaller content creator or just a content creator in Orion Drift, hoping to get shooting star, hoping to get further than that, I do want to say I feel for you. This game is really hard when it comes to finding original content to create, and I really, trust me, I've seen a lot of your videos. I may not have liked them or followed you back or left a comment, but I have seen a lot of Orion Drift videos. I see all of you trying, and trust me, it will eventually pay off. You gotta think as hard as you can for something original you can do. For me, it was on TikTok with the coaching series. No one had really made a lot of coaching videos, so I thought, why not snag that? From a pro player as well, it just makes sense. You gotta find a niche, or you gotta find something original or something catchy and make it your own. There's not really another way to make original content in Orion Drift apart from that, and that's really sad now that I think about it. I didn't mean to get all sentimental, I didn't mean to get into a bit of a deep talk there. We're here for the update, and the update is great, and I'm glad I was able to show you guys this update early, or if you haven't even hopped on yet, I'm glad you've seen this video a bit later on. Again, sorry for getting all sentimental, but I had to say something, so